offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking for space, it's Clemens. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sherman. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That's caught. It's Clemens. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Clemens. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a
good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll leave it with him. Oh, gave the defender the business. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee 7, UAB 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the run, it's Randall. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Blazers are on the move. Past the 30. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
And what a nice nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to do it.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They're going to run it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The back goes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Middle Tennessee.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run the counter. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, MTSU. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll leave it with the lone back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Blazers will hustle to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Coming after it. Lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to throw it again. Got his man in the middle. Oh, the ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Off play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Touch pass on the run. Headed to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, UAB. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 25 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee 21, UAB 14.
On the double. Jackrabbit.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UAB UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Blazers are in the hurry up.
Nice job by the QB. Throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want that clock to run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
UAB 14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll run the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got the first down and more. He's loose, and he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Blazers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets it out quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, UAB!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And they'll try to tack on 2. A run for the quarterback. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.